back to my YouTube channel. In today's topic, we are going to discuss on how to calculate your safe days. If you're new here, my name is Sarah Dong. I'm working with the Comfort Home Nursing Care Services. It's a group of medical professionals. We care for the patients at the convenience of their own homes. We also care for the patients in hospital, and we are called bedside nurses. Our services include post-surgery and wound care, early nursing care, stroke recovery, palliative care, early discharge from hospital, nursing consultation, physiotherapy, dementia care, cancer care, and diabetic care. With that being said, we are going to move direct to our topic of today, being how to calculate our safe days. Alright guys, let's go straight to discussing or calculating our safe days. But before we go to calculate our safe days, there are two key points that you have to know. First and foremost, you have to know, number one, you have to know your menstrual cycle. You have to know your menstrual cycle. Number two, you have to know your ovulation day. You have to know your ovulation day. So what are menstrual cycles? Menstrual cycle is the number of days in between two periods, meaning the number of days in between the first day you see your period blood to the last day before you start your next period. The menstrual cycle also has to be normal. What is the normal menstrual cycle? It is a range between 21 days to 35 days. Any menstrual cycle that falls between 21 days to 35 days is a normal menstrual cycle. And any menstrual cycle that is below 21 days or above 35 days, those are abnormal menstrual cycle, and you need to see a gynecologist. Going to ovulation day. Ovulation day is the day when your egg leaves the ovary and goes into the uterus for fertilization. So there is one specific day that every lady, every woman ovulates. And it is very important to know your ovulation day when you're going to calculate your safe days. How do you know your ovulation day? You put your menstrual cycle, assuming your menstrual cycle is 21 days. You put it minus 14 days and giving you 7 days, this being your ovulation day. Knowing the two key points that we discussed previously, that is the ovulation day and the menstrual cycle, we are going to go straight to to calculating our safe days using the calendar that I have made here. We are going to pick on a menstrual cycle for a lady who has a menstrual cycle of 28 days. So here, assuming this is our calendar, assuming the lady started her menstrual period on the 1st of June, that is here. That is here, 1st of June. And then calculating our ovulation day, we first calculate our ovulation day. That is 28 days minus 14, giving us 14 days. So our ovulation day here is day 14, from the day the lady started her menstrual period. So we are going to circle day 14. This is our ovulation day. It's the day the egg has come into the uterus for fertilization. So if you have sex within these days, any days near the ovulation day, you are most likely to get pregnant. So we go behind, we count 5 days before the ovulation day and 5 days after the ovulation day. Why? Because the sperm takes 5 days in the uterus before it gets damaged or before it dies. So we are counting 5 days before, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is from here. These are our danger days. If you have sex within these days before ovulation, you are most likely to get pregnant. Then we are counting also 5 days after the ovulation. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to the 19th. So up to the 19th day from the day you had your periods. That means this is our fertile days. If you have sex within these days, you're most likely to get pregnant. So here we are calculating the safe days. Considering that the lady started her period on the 1st, most likely she has done her period. Let's consider that she has done her period for the next 4 days. That is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So her period ended here. This is when she stopped doing her period. Meaning she is remaining with day 5, day 6, day 7, and day 8 to have unprotected sex. These are her safe days. And then the days after ovulation, that is from 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, up to the last day before she starts her next period. That is her safe days. So guys, we are picking on to a lady's cycle, a lady who has 21 days, which is a shorter menstrual cycle. But remember, at the back of your mind, I told you earlier that from normal menstrual cycle begins from 21 days to 35 days. So a lady who has a shorter menstrual cycle of 21 days is still within the normal menstrual cycle. So a lady with a shorter menstrual cycle can also know her safe days. We are going to put 21 days, that is the cycle, minus 14 days, giving us 7. So here we know that the day the lady is going to ovulate is on day 7. Our day 7 is here. Here she has ovulated. She started her period on the 1st. She's going to ovulate on the 7th. So to know our safe days, we count 5 days before the ovulation day, which is the most fertile days. 5 days before your ovulation day. If you have sex 5 days before your ovulation, you're most likely to get pregnant. Even 5 days after your ovulation day, you are most likely to get pregnant because the egg is already in the uterus. So we are counting 5 days backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we also count 5 days after the ovulation day. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So up to here, this is when you are unsafe. These are your unsafe days because they are days around the ovulation day. That is where I have shaded is your unsafe days, including the ovulation day. So the unsafe days for someone who has a shorter period, her unsafe days before the ovulation day is not there, because assuming she starts menstruating on the 1st, meaning she'll menstruate for the next 4 days. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and she has already entered into the unsafe days. So before ovulation day, she doesn't have the safe days. You don't have the safe days. But after the ovulation day, you have your safe days down here. That is 13th, 14th, 15th, up to 21st day. Up to the 21st day, that is when your cycle stops, and that is when your safe days stops before you start your next cycle. Because let us pick on a lady who has menstrual cycle, the longest menstrual cycle, that is days 35. When a lady has 35 days of her menstrual cycle, we are going to subtract 14. 14 is always a number that is constant. That gives us 21. It's 21. So our ovulation day is on the 21st day from when she starts her period on the 1st. So 21 is our ovulation day. That is here. So this lady has ovulated here. So we count 5 days before our ovulation day. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get our danger days or our fertile period. All of here, it is fertile period, and if you have unprotected sex, you're most likely to get pregnant. And also 5 days, we count 5 days after the ovulation day. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So up to here, we are also unsafe. If we have sex here, if you have sex here, you're going to get pregnant. Why are we counting days after the ovulation day? Because the egg stays in the uterus for about 12 days, between 12 days to 24 days before it dies or before it becomes inactive. So for this lady, her safe days, assuming she's going to have period for the next 4 days. We've been using for 4 days. So her period is going to be here on the first day, second, third, fourth, and her period stops here. Meaning her safe day starts from the 5th day, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13, 14, 15. That makes these are her safe days. These are the days when she has sex, she will not conceive. And also down here, if we continue after the fertile days, so her safe days are going to be starting from 20 after her period, after her ovulation. Her safe day starts from 27, 28, 29, 30, 31st. We are sorry, our calendar, this is the next calendar that we've improvised here, and this is September 1st. So we are going to continue counting since she has her days, her cycle of 35 days. We need to go up to day 35. So this is being day number 31, 32 on 1st September, 33, 34, 35. Meaning her cycle ends here. This is when her cycle ends, and she's going to start her period on the 36th day. As we discussed earlier, that cycle, the number of days in between the first day you start your period to the last day before you start the next period. So this lady has her safe days up to the 4th of September. As we've seen here, that when someone has a longer longer number of cycle, her safe days tends to be shorter towards the days that she's going to receive her periods. Thank you so much for watching this video of today. I hope we've learned how to calculate our safe days today. And if the video was useful to you, please like, subscribe, and then turn on your notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye for now.